And I barely do. A fantastic game here to watch if you're a fan of points. Chicago, 275-plus yards through the air, 275-plus yards on the ground. Only 10 teams to do that in NFL history, but knowing plenty of Chicago fans, it doesn't feel like that.
No.
What was the feel of this football game to you?
Well, you're up 41-27 with less than 5 minutes to go. You've scored to win the game, because what you know is the Cincinnati Bengals are going to need 2 touchdowns, which means Cincinnati Bengals are going to have to recover an onside kick. To that point, there had been 29 attempts in the 2025 NFL season. Twice has an onside kick been recovered this year. It's been so difficult to recover an onside kick that, in fact, the NFL wants to change the rules to help teams recover them even more. And then for the onside kick, you know, the kick has to go 10 yards before the kick
Unless
team
you touch it.
Unless you touch it. The ball went 8 yards and the Bengals recovered. And so this is not a good feeling for the Chicago Bears. Special teams let them down. We just talked about onside. Missed a kick, probably did some other bad things that we saw there. The defense, obviously allowing 42 points. Not going to be happy about that. But this is a Bears team. I don't have to tell you, Joe. This is a Bears team that the last couple of years, they don't win this game.
No.
Last year, after that Washington game, there's no chance that they win this game. They give up the onside kick after it goes 8 yards. They are losing that game.
And how many times have we said that this season?
Several
the Raider
times.
game, the Washington game, this game. They're finding themselves on the right side of these sorts of games.
I point directly to Ben Johnson and his influence.
Yeah.
And not just, oh, he's in his bag with this offensive scheme and the plays and all the fun little throwbacks, right? We saw Tyson Bagent throw a pass to Caleb Williams earlier today. Well, instead, he is focused on the small things, on situational ball, on making sure that this is a true football team and not just a fantasy football team that I think a lot of people wrongly, erroneously prescribed to Ben Johnson when he got the job.
Williams, 20 of 34, missed some throws, but 283 touchdowns, no interceptions, and a receiving touchdown. I'm being told that we have some inside footage of this one when it went final. I'm not sure what we have on tap here.
I got your back. I got your back, Musso. I got your back, Musso. These 2 guys over here like, man, here go Musso again.
That was like the Deandra. I was low shoulder.
bend.
Yeah, you got great bend.
Good bend. Better bend than Abdul Carter right now.
Merely an unbiased arbiter of the truth here. What is the truth about these Chicago Bears? I know the coach is getting the most out of them right now, but there's so much to clean up. Pre-snap still sloppy. I haven't seen a Bears team score this many points in quite some time. That is the silver lining here. What do you choose to focus on?
The fact that this team is buying into the Ben Johnson plan. I mean, you look at Caleb Williams, he's processing information and playing from the line of scrimmage, which isn't his usual style of play. He's bought into that. Ben Johnson is trying to make him a quarterback that can identify fronts, the defense, coverage, get them in the right play. The guys around him on offense, we saw the performance from Colston Loveland. We've seen DJ Moore had a good day today.
Yeah.
The guys are buying in. Whenever they lose, whenever, again, after a performance like this where they won, they obviously didn't do a lot of things well. There's no finger pointing. There's no pouting. There's no letting the external factors that don't actually matter affecting you, whether it be the conversation about Caleb Williams and his nails and things of that nature. It doesn't matter to this football team. All they care about is buying into what Ben Johnson says. They've seen him have success somewhere else. They know that his plan works. They have bought in his players and said, if we follow this plan, we will be successful. Now, it might not be at the speed or at the clip that they're hoping for, but it's slowly and surely coming along. I don't want to be cliche. Rome was not built in one day.
Certainly so, and buy-in of the head coach, but moments like this that do create some buy-in to the quarterback as well. Not that there's any lingering doubt in that room, but plenty externally. What does this sort of throw, this sort of performance from Caleb do for that room?
The biggest thing, Caleb Williams is progressing week after week. And when I look at him and I look at how he's playing the position, the biggest difference from week 1 to right now, his feet are, everything is slowing down, right? I think earlier in the season, his feet were getting a little bit out too in front of his eyes, rushing through progressions. He's doing a good job out of the pocket, not making the kind of boneheaded throws that we saw earlier in the season, doing a good job protecting the ball and giving this offense a chance to score points, to make plays, and to win games. At the end of the day, that's all you can ask of Caleb Williams, right? Ben Johnson's doing a really good job putting him in a position to succeed. Yeah. What you had? You had a bunch of guys catch passes today. You had 3 guys throw passes. Caleb Williams caught 2 of them. So Ben Johnson's starting to unlock a little bit of this offense that we've seen over the years past with him of the Detroit Lions.
But can I also say this? Him having that much confidence to call trick plays like that, to call a double pass from one quarterback to another, that shows that he trusts his team. He knows that they're bought in. He can trust them to call plays that are wrinkles, gadgets, are going to catch the defense off guard because he knows they're not going to turn the ball over. They're not going to put the ball in harm's way. They're going to execute the plan, which is what they they did today.
Belief, a two-way street, and we were feeling it both ways, coach to team, team to coach in this one. Parting thought here on the Cincinnati Bengals, because we're talking about buyers, we're talking about sellers, we're also talking about Trey Hendrickson again in a hat and a T-shirt. What's the latest there or elsewhere for Cincinnati?
Yeah, I would be very surprised if Trey Hendrickson ultimately gets dealt. I've been saying that for weeks, continue to say that. You're looking at a 3-6 Cincinnati Bengals team that still has hope, that still has belief that they can get this done, that they can still stay afloat until Joe Burrow comes back. They're not going to throw in the towel. Okay, the Bengals may trade a Logan Wilson, whom they benched, who was inactive today, also dealing with an injury. They may trade him away, okay? I get that part. They are not throwing in the towel on the season because, if we recall, they stuck with Jake Browning much longer than they should have because they had misplaced optimism and faith in him. They will continue, whether you agree at home that they should or should not. They believe that they can still win this division. When you look at it, right, Pittsburgh at 5-3, they're only a couple games back, right? So if the Baltimore Ravens are still in this division, the Cincinnati Bengals are going to say to themselves and out loud, why not us? So I don't see any sort of fire sale. I don't see them being any sort of significant sellers insofar as our season's over with, take our good players. That's not happening.
1,071 total yards in this matchup between the Bears and the Bengals.
Song from Ryan.
47-42, but they don't ask how, just how many. Another win here for the Chicago Bears. As for how many for Caleb, 2 passing touchdowns and a receiving touchdown in a game in Bears franchise history. The punky QB back in the fabled 85 season. And then I gotta say, a blind spot for me, 37. Caleb Williams gets it done here on Sunday against the Cincinnati Bengals.